Okay, this is the GFC mounted on my Tundra with the 6.5 foot bed. It's very nearly a complete build, but in this video I want to talk about the interventions required before you install a tent like this on the bed of your truck if you would like to keep moisture out of your camper. So stay tuned. Okay, I don't want to drag this out, this part, but I just wanted you to see, I hope this works, what the clips look like underneath. There's a row on the outside. There's another row on the inside. We'll get to that in a minute. The easiest thing to do is get your preferred pliers, needle nose, whatever you have. Again, sorry if this is a bit wonky for a video. It's not my day job. All I'm going to do is shine the light, squeeze the clip, and push it up. So, no big deal. Easy peasy. Some of these clips are already broken from before, it looks like, so that's cool. All the way up the line. Okay. Next piece, which might be a little harder to see. Again, I just kind of start from one end. This is, I kind of added a second screwdriver after the fact, but I kind of pry one in here so I can see what I'm doing. Ooh, my lamp is getting really hot because there's no wind. I'm sorry. Turn the light off for a minute. I can smell that thing. You get to where you can visualize the clip, and I just take the screwdriver and push it into the clip. There's a little tab. Just give it a little push. These two screwdrivers makes this really easy. One kind of fat one to hold it up, and the other little skinny one to push. It's a gentle tug, gentle push, like that. Just nothing crazy. Kind of like you're gently putting a tire on a rim for your bicycle. Slow. Get a little push. That's all the tabs this way. So, but there's a pull on both sides. So, we're only halfway there. So don't force this thing up all the way. Go back, double check your work. Measure twice, cut once kind of thing. All right, so all the front sides are done. Now, it's just gonna rest. We'll go to the other side here. And very gently, leave those off. Very gently, same thing. Rest the tools. Ruin the whole thing. There it is. Okay, easy does it. I'm going to leave all this dirt on the panel for now. And I'm going to clean this, but we're going to leave this guy dirty, and I'll show you why shortly. So, just water and an old cloth first. Get most of that dirt. You can hit it with a hose if you want. I don't think it really matters how you do it. Just water, cloth. It's a lot of dirt. This is also where the water comes seeping in over time. Okay. Quick wipe. Then do a quick dry run. And we're going to hit this with alcohol and then let it dry. Just want to give something clean and solid for this butyl rubberized tape business to bond. So, okay, it smells like alcohol. Good to go. Now we let it dry. So this is just Flex Seal flex tape, 4-inch wide, 5 foot long. I just picked up 3 of these, so that's 15 feet of tape. I like this because a 5 foot strip gets you to, back here somewhere. And then I just, it's a nice even cut to the next piece, which is also coming off the roll fresh, and then nice even cut back. And then I just cut it with my scissors or a knife, whatever you have. A little X-Acto blade would be fine, but kind of do your best to trim around this piece. As you can see over here, I did that. I kind of left a little butyl tape overhang. I personally don't really care if it's a little bit of extra overhang, because I think that may just encourage water to stay away from, this area anyway. So maybe discourage moisture from entering the cabin or the truck bed. So and you can see I just kind of did my own version, rigged up as best I could some rubber seals along the bed here to try and keep water out. Anyway, so this is easy. I'm just gonna just line this tape up. I'm gonna flip it over, of course, but I'm just gonna line it up as best I can with this outer line, and then focus on this outer line all the way down. And then on the inner lip, I don't really care because it'll just overhang, and I'll fold it down into here, and then it'll get covered up by the plastic.
Okay, now I just put the tape on. Again, I'm just focusing on the outermost edge. Now I lay the tape. That's pretty sticky. Just take your time. So, my first application was a little flatter. Now let's check the pin thing. Well, I did pour it much more smoothly. Okay. Keep it on its edge and kind of force it a little. Alright, cool. Well, that's pretty good for something. At the end of the day, if the edge is good, it'll work. And we have a little bit of overhang here that we can start working on. A little gap with water in it that we're going to talk about here. So phase 2. It's pretty fun with butyl and stuff. So this one's not as perfect. There's a little rolling of the edge here, but it covers all the holes. Smooth it out. And the good thing is, if it's, if it leaks in a year, 6 months, whatever, you just pull it off and you can look at another video and it does it better. I don't know, but this will work. This will do the trick. So all these holes are now covered with tape. It's very sticky stuff. We're going to cut a piece from the end.
Again, I'm just gonna peel back the plastic a little at a time and stick it. This is going better. Peel back a little at a time and stick it. And then I'm going to pause here because this is where I'm going to cut. This is all good to go. And as you can see, some of it wraps a little further over than others. That's fine. Again, I'm just trying to make a seal. I don't care. Probably a much more precise guy or girl out there who can do a better instructional video, but hey, that's all right. This will work. When I watch other YouTube videos, I catch that people have their own little phrases like, let's get to it. I guess I'd probably say this will work. Whatever. It's kind of funny talking to yourself. I mean, I guess we all do it anyway, but now I'm doing it officially. Okay. So again, it's all going to be covered by plastic, so a little bit of coarse, shapes and colors is fine with me. This is it. There's no hole here, so I'm not worried about that approximation. Yeah, whole thing's taped. I mentioned that we left this dirty, and now we'll get to that. Okay, so this was my little discovery the other day. Hope it helps you. I left the panel dirty. Remember that? Left it dirty. You can actually pop these little guys out. I just use them as eyesight. Keeping sight glass, I guess you call it. You can pop them out of the front and the rear. So there's 2 holes. That's a sight glass, that helps. But more importantly, there's front and rear, there's a little post that looks like that. He's sharp-ish compared to the rest, I guess relative to the rest. So he pokes through. He's my little poker. So here, somewhere, is a little hole for him. I'm going to line up this little rectangle with this sight glass that we talked about here. Get it close, and then look for where this thing is supposed to poke through. This little guy. So roughly here, he pokes through. Okay, so he's poked through. And make sure down here that this rectangle is also essentially lined up. Then we have another one. All right, he popped off, that's okay. We have another one down here, so we're going to line him back up. Another one here, who also has a little poke hole. Poke guy right here. Poke him through. So just those 2. Get those 2 poked. Hi, Cosmo. And then I'm just going to tap it all the way down. I'm not inserting any of these clips. I'm just tapping. And that is because when I come back up, I have marks all over this thing. And those marks, I discovered, really neatly correlate to clips. So now that I have the marks, and I can see the clips, I'm going to give a little bit of a hole, kind of where each clip lives, just to give it something to poke through the butyl tape. I'm going to go all the way down this thing, just a handful of holes. Based on that dirt, confirming by looking at where the clips live. Okay, then I got another hole here, and this is great because it gets both front and rear. So here's a inside clip here where they start. Here's another inside clip here on this dirt. There's another one here on this dirt. Another one here on that dirt. So this just made it really simple stupid for me. And that's how I like things. So that's it. Now we have little holes lining up with each little dirt spot. I don't want to break any clips when I set it down, right? And I want it to align. So back here to my little hole. Just going to give it a little love. So just screw that up all the way because I need to add my silicone. Now that it's going through the tape, the clips don't fully engage. So there you go. That's the holes lined up. Now that we have this, I'm going to clean off the top of this tape again with a little alcohol. Let it dry. I'm going to hose this panel off. We're going to talk about that in the other clip that I recorded yesterday. Hose this off, spray it with alcohol, let it dry. Run the silicone bead, and put it all back together. Okay, so here it is. This is the panel after a nice spray of water, some alcohol, a little scrub, leaf blower to dry it off. Trusty dusty leaf blower. Anyway, that's pretty good. I think that looks good. It's nice and scuffed. Now we're just going to lay the silicone bead. And yeah, this is not something I think I've actually ever done. So if you are new to this as well, don't panic. Apparently you just buy the right adhesive that's going to be weatherproof. Make your choice. There's a bunch of them. Put it in this little $6 canister thing from Anvil or somebody else. And put it in there and open the little cap with your knife, 45-degree angle, and start squirting a bead. So here goes nothing. All right, for the super handymen watching this and handy women, you might laugh. Maybe my bead's not perfect. I think it got a little better as I finished along this side, but you know, I think that's kind of the gist of it. Just lay a bead, get some stuff in there, and we'll see how it goes. All right, and to be fair, there were a couple spots that looked pretty bad, so I kind of went in and fixed those.
I mean, they're ugly now, but at least there's silicone all the way around. And for these clips, my choice could be bad, could be good. Let me know in the comments. Ha! Sound like a YouTuber now. I just want to round all the clamps. I don't know. We'll see. Could be a mess. I figure if it keeps the water out, the worst case scenario is that I have to clean up some goo when I push it together. So here we go. Let's find out. All right, we're going to fight the wind here. Here goes. Keep it simple, stupid, right? I'm going to go with this hole. This hole. There goes nothing. Okay, let's see how much goo silicone's shot out the side. Oh, not much. Not bad. That's still well under the edges of what we would call, you know, the lip, I suppose. Yeah, I could have done better, but okay. I'll take that for my first round. And again, this is just prepping for the GoFast, so it's going to have a bunch of weight on it and seals. I'm going to finish this up. Okay, the worst areas that showed silicone, the plastic wasn't pushing down all the way, so just sitting on it in hopes that it'll push that together. Maybe there's a better way, maybe just doing a better job with the bead, or who knows. I mean, I added a lot of things to get those clips fully engaging. Sorry, I'm not a professional videographer. Maybe there's too many things getting in the way of that positive clip engagement as of right now. Again, as long as I can get a seal for now, I really don't care, because there'll be a 275-pound camper on top of my truck in a few days, which will completely push these things down. So I'm just gonna give it a little weight, let that silicone hopefully bite. But I will say, even with my bead, it wasn't beautiful. I didn't have really, it's me, didn't really have any cleanup. So, looks pretty good. I think I'll take it. Okay, more tools. Use the rubber mallet. Did a little hammering up and down just to maximize contact. And then I took all my jerry cans that I could find, filled them up with water, and lined them up. And now I've got a nice line of pressure. So I'm just going to leave that there for about 10 minutes and see if that makes a difference. As you can see on the inside, it looks pretty much the same as stock. Here's factory. Looks pretty good. Got a little tape sticking out, but I don't care. The next thing to do is focus on that front corner where there's a little gap in the middle. And I'm going to try and just fill it in with silicone, but we'll see how it goes. I've also seen videos where you can take some of this butyl tape, such as this tape I'm working with today, and you can just roll it on itself in a little tiny roll, just like a corkscrew almost, and just shove it in there. But I don't know if that hole's even wide enough to call for that. So we're really just talking about this little gap right here, kind of getting something in there. So I might try and shove some butyl tape on this side just because it's fairly wide. But then on the inside, I think I'm just going to go for some silicone. So anyway, we're going to give this 10 minutes and hope this storm doesn't come right over top and soak us while we wait. And we'll go. All right, I'm sensing a trend. I added another tool, little pick. Little pick guy made it easier for me to peel this plastic off this butyl tape, which again, I just cut like a couple, inchish strip off to play with, because this video that I saw from like the Diamondback topper guys, they were showing you how to seal up the new Tundra with their product on the capper. And anyway, I thought, well, that could work for me. So I'm just taking this butyl and just rolling it up on itself. You know, there's a little air center. It's not perfect. I'm getting sticky, but it's going. If you use the plastic, I guess it works better, huh? Just kind of roll it up on itself. The idea is, I think you just make like a rubber mush, right? Just sort of mush it. You got like a rubber mush. We'll see how this holds up. It's about to rain, so I'm curious to see if water looks like it's getting in next time we use it. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring it up underneath. All right. Piece might be a little big, but I want to see if I can get it in there anyway. Spread this out. Okay, it's going. Again, it's not very pretty, but I also don't care because it won't be visible. So if it's in there, it's in there. Let's see. Yeah. I'm actually running it down the backside on purpose. That might be the better plan. Insert it from the back. Yep. Okay. And I should have done this years ago. So I'll do a little more, but here's the gist of it. It can wrap around the backside and make a seal. Just filling it in like putty. Okay, final trick. Find some weight. I took a mallet, little rubber mallet, hammered that bad boy down into its home, and now I put 50 liters of water, 20 pounds or so of propane. I love this. 20 pounds of propane and this other thing. We're good to go.